Hi, welcome to the channel. There's lots of long videos talking about the new 10th edition Codex for Necrons. I've watched loads of them so I can tell you everything you need to know in under 5 minutes. Some things of note. Points in the Codex are pointless. Reanimation stays the same in general, gain D3 wounds back per unit. A few classic characters have been removed. Amraka, Nemesaur, Vargard. Strangely the Lord has gone. Warriors have been nerfed. Gauss Reapers are worse, so just take the Flayers. Reanimation has really been reduced for them. Resurrection Orb is now once per game rather than every command phase. The Reanimator now only has a 3-inch range, so isn't as good to stay hidden. They'll have to move up, but then it'll be an easy target. Cryptex can't join Lichguard, so that's the end of that brick. Cryptothrals are also nerfed, even though they can't join Lichguard anymore. Perhaps the focus will be Warriors, Immortals, or even Wraiths. The Transcendent Catan can no longer take an enhancement. The Nightbringer, though, deals more damage in melee, and they all have a 5+ feel no pain, but are slower at 6-inch move. The Silent King might be more viable now. He's slightly faster, and his buffs also help melee. Reroll hits and wounds of 1 aura, and +1 strength in melee. The Royal Warden has now become an auto-take, with his unit having fallback, shoot and then charge, and making a nearby unit that was battle-shocked, not battle-shocked. Tomb Blades are fast and have fire and fade, and Wraiths are great, now 4 wounds and get a 5+ feel no pain, with a Technomancer. So the unkillable brick playstyle is now gone, which I'm actually happy about. We'll now see a lot more variety in lists. Now for the detachments, and as a quick overview, the Canoptek Court seems like the strongest at the start, but I can really see the Hypercrypt Legion becoming the best as people master it. The Annihilation Legion, I'm afraid, is the Crusher Stampede for Necrons. Pretty rubbish. The Awakened Dynasty first. Units with leaders get +1 to hit. Overall it's a little worse than in the Index, but still usable. Still the best enhancements are the Veil of Darkness, once per battle teleport, and Netherrealm Casket gives a unit stealth. The 4+ feel no pain enhancement is nice, but not able to be taken on Catan. I'm not really sure what it'll go on best. The standout strats are still reanimating a character, or reanimating a squad mid-phase. The Canoptek Court. You get to reroll hits of 1 or all hits for Canoptek units. You have to control objectives to enable parts of the battlefield to be in your power matrix, and with that you get the reroll all hits. The Doomstalker is now going to be great sitting back with full rerolls to hit and dishing out Overwatch. The strats are really strong. And probably the best two. You got reactive subroutines for 1 CP, move 6 inches when an enemy unit gets within 12, or countertemporal shift for 1 CP, you can't be shot over 12 inches away. A couple of good enhancements, you can gain Infiltrate for the unit, or Hyperphasic Fulcrum, you can reroll wounds of 1 when you're in the power matrix. So that's full rerolls to hit and reroll 1s to wound. The Annihilation Legion, an underwhelming detachment, and it's not one likely you'll get to see played. Destroyers and Flayed ones get to reroll charges, but the units affected aren't doing a great deal, or they don't actually want to be in melee anyway. There's one good enhancement, the Soulless Reaper. You can stop units falling back on a 3+. And since you're playing this detachment for melee, so this is an auto-take to keep units safe. The strats are all 1 CP and reasonable. You got -1 to hit for ranged and melee, and activate reanimation when you damage your unit. The Obeisance Phalanx. Focus on Lichguard, Praetorians and Overlords. Select an enemy unit to get +1 to wound against it. Overlord-led units get this too. For the best enhancements, you've got reroll hits against enemies on objectives, and -1 to hits in melee. And this is good because that's not very common in melee. There's some good strats, and probably the best two are crucially both battle tactic as well, so you can get them for free. Critical hits on 5s, and -1 damage for vehicles. The Hypercrypt Legion, the one I expect people to get most out of. Put units into strategic reserves at the end of your opponent's turn. They can then come back on the board edge unless they've got Deep Strike. This is going to be really strong for secondaries and getting firing lines. It seems like a detachment that's calling out for a monolith as well. All the enhancements are good, so it's going to be difficult to pick. Dimensional Overseer, have an extra unit go into reserves, so that's 4 per turn. Arisen Tyrant, full rerolls to hit for a unit coming down. So that unit's going to be up and down every turn getting those full rerolls. And the Osterclave Fulcrum, you gain Deep Strike. Again, loads of good strats. You got a 4+ invuln for the monolith. Reserves can reanimate. Useful when units are going up and down each turn, so could be getting damaged. Cosmic Precision, arrive 3 inches away from your opponent. That's going to be great for move blocking. Then you have the expensive but potentially powerful 2 CP Dimensional Corridor. A unit arriving from a monolith's Eternity Gate can charge. Consider a monolith that can place 9 inches away when it comes down from strat reserves. Then its ability allows a unit to teleport within 6 of it. So that's 3 inches away from your opponent and then can charge. It's a codex that seems to have lots of nerfs, but actually quite a lot of balance. And compared to how Tyranids and Space Marines have remained balanced, that's probably a good thing. I am looking forward to playing them. Let me know which detachments you want to play as well, and I'll see you soon. Bye!